Welcome back to Real Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Grizzlies hosting the Spurs, and the Grizzlies are 6.5-point favorites. The over-unders at 241.5. The Spurs are plus 215 on the money line, and the Grizzlies are minus 260. Now, these are the overnight odds. They're going to change the closer we get to tip-off tomorrow. They played twice this year, both games in San Antonio, and the Grizzlies won both games, 129-115, and then 140-112. Lineups for this game, because the NBA is always so consistent with lineups. It's supposed to be Paul, Castle, Fossil, Barnes, and Wembanyama, and I was pretty sure that the Grizzlies were playing today, and they're playing the Bucks tonight. The game hasn't started yet, and lineups are supposed to be Wells, Jackson Jr., Edey, Kennard, and Bane. So they will be playing a back-to-back. They are home. I'm just curious who the Bucks are going to start, because they play the Thunder tomorrow, so we'll see which game they value more. Head-to-head, the Grizzlies are 9-1 against the Spurs in their last 10. The Grizzlies have beaten the Spurs the last 2 times they played them. The road team's on a 4-game winning streak. The road team is 7-3. The underdog is 7-3 against the spread. The favorite's 8-2 on the money line. The over is hitting their last 2. The over is 6-3-1, and the over/under at 241.5 is 5-5. The Spurs are 3-7 in their last 10, 4-6 against the spread. The over is 8-2. 234, 244, 262, 208. 38-point loss to the Pacers, didn't cover. 12-point loss to the Clippers, didn't cover. 26-point win over the Bucks, they covered. And then a 2-point loss to the Heat, they covered. For the Grizzlies, this is not including the game that they have to play tonight. 8-2 in their last 10, 7-3 against the spread. The over is 8-2. They have not covered their last 2. Yet again, that is not including the game that they have to play against the Bucks. 265, forgive me. 228, 249, and then 239. 13-point win over the Pelicans, covered. 22-point win over the Jazz, they covered. Then the Knicks spanked them by 37, didn't cover. 1-point win over the Rockets, didn't cover. I think the Spurs are going to get the luck of the draw here with this one. I do think the Grizzlies are going to win. I just don't think they're going to cover, especially being that they play the Bucks tonight. Now, if the Bucks don't start their starters, if Giannis doesn't play, and if Lillard plays like limited minutes, and then they pull their starters in the third quarter, it's a different story to how this outcome goes. So we're going based on the starters for the Bucks tonight playing the entire game, and the Grizzlies starters playing their actual minutes. We'd go Grizzlies money line, Spurs with the points, and I'd go over. However, if for whatever the reason is, the Grizzlies end up taking a big lead or take a big deficit against the Bucks tonight, and they rest their starters for the entire fourth quarter, I would take the Grizzlies on the money line, the Grizzlies laying the points, and I'd still go over. I just think the difference is how many minutes their starters play tonight. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.